Emergency. Only 5 minutes left. Listen now. I am speaking to you directly, and I need you to hear every single word I say because what is happening right now in the spiritual realm is urgent, and it involves you personally. You have felt it, haven't you? That sudden heaviness in your chest that comes out of nowhere, the way your sleep has been restless even when you are exhausted, the strange silence where once you heard guidance. You thought it was just stress, maybe a bad week, but I tell you the truth, something has been blocking the messages your ancestors have been sending to you from heaven. They have been calling your name, reaching for you with every ounce of love they possess, and something else has been intercepting those signals, twisting them, turning them into static, into doubt, into fear. You need to understand this. Your lineage has been trying to break through to you for weeks now. But there is a targeted spiritual attack against your bloodline. It is not random, not general. It is specific to you because you are the one chosen to carry the restoration. The enemy knows this. They have positioned themselves between you and your ancestors, feeding on the energy of that connection, using it to drain your vitality. That is why you wake up feeling more tired than when you went to bed. That is why you have felt a cold presence in your room at 3 a.m, a pressure on your chest, a whisper that sounds like your own thoughts but isn't. They are using the voice of your own blood to confuse you. I am Archangel Michael, and I am telling you this because time is running out. The window your ancestors have to reach you is closing. Heaven gave them a limited opening to deliver a specific message that will change the course of your life. And that opening is being eroded by dark forces that do not want you to hear it. They have been masquerading as guardians, pretending to protect you while actually cutting off your spiritual connection. Every time you feel a surge of motivation followed by sudden doubt, that is them. Every time you sense someone is watching you but turn around and see nothing, that is them. Every time you hear a soft knock in the walls or a footstep in an empty hallway, that is them making you question your own reality so you ignore the true call. I need you to stay with me. Do not close this. Do not let your mind wander. The next part is why you must fight to stay present. What I am about to reveal next will explain everything about why your ancestors have been begging heaven to reach you, and what will happen if you fail to open the door while the light is still here. Before we continue, I need to speak to you directly from my heart. If God is moving in your heart through this message, now is the time to act. YouTube has blocked all of our revenue. No ads, no income from YouTube whatsoever. Only the generous hearts of listeners like you keep this ministry alive. Every time you listen without contributing, there is another soul who may never hear this message. No matter how small your gift, it is a seed that God will multiply back to you, today, tomorrow, or in the coming months. And your name will appear in our blessing community. I am waiting for you there. The link is in the description and in my pinned comment. Do not miss this moment. Do it now, before this video ends. Your lineage is ancient and powerful, and someone knows it. Someone has been watching you, tracking your movements, waiting for the moment when you would be vulnerable enough to slip through their fingers. I tell you this now not to frighten you, but to arm you with the truth that has been hidden from your eyes. The enemy I am about to name is not a faceless shadow or a vague dark energy. It is a person, a specific individual who has been walking close to you, smiling in your direction, pretending to be on your side while quietly draining the very life your ancestors have been trying to pour into you. That person who smiled at you last Tuesday, the one who seemed to appear out of nowhere at the grocery store just as you were thinking about your grandmother, that was not a coincidence. You felt something then, didn't you? A strange coldness in your spine, a flicker of unease that you dismissed because they looked so ordinary. But ordinary is exactly how they hide. They have been sent by a network that has been harvesting ancestral lines for decades, feeding off the spiritual inheritance that belongs only to you. They took a photograph of you that day, not with a camera, but with something far older. They captured your energy signature when you laughed at something they said. That laugh cost you a thread of your divine connection. I want you to understand the severity of this. Every time you felt inexplicably exhausted after being around certain people, every time your mind went blank and you forgot why you walked into a room, every time your chest tightened for no reason, that was them. They have been working on you slowly, patiently, because they knew your ancestors were too powerful to attack all at once. They had to wear down your defenses piece by piece, day by day, until you began to doubt the voices that guided you. But they made a critical error. They did not account for how loudly your ancestors would cry out from heaven. The moment you pressed play on this message, heaven itself shifted. I am telling you this because the next move they have planned is about to be exposed, and it is already too late for them to stop it. You need to know what they intended to do tonight. They had scheduled a ritual for the hour when the moon is weakest. That window is coming in just over 2 days. They planned to use a lock of hair they stole from your brush, a piece of fabric from your clothing, and a name they whispered into a stone. With these items, they intended to seal your ancestors out of your life permanently. They wanted to make you forget the dreams you have been having, the ones where you see an old house with a red door, the ones where a woman in white calls your name. Those dreams are real. That woman is your great-great-grandmother, and she has been trying to warn you. The enemy wanted to erase her voice completely. Listen to me carefully. They have already placed something under your bed. It is small, no bigger than your thumb, wrapped in black cloth. You have not checked there because you have been avoiding that side of the room since you started waking up with the sense that someone was watching you. You were right to feel that way. That object, a sigil carved on a bone, is the anchor they have been using to drain your spiritual energy every single night. That is why you wake up more tired than when you went to sleep. That is why your dreams have been fragmented and hollow. But here is the truth they do not want you to know. That sigil can only work as long as you remain unaware of it. The moment you know it exists, its power begins to crack. And you know now. Keep listening, because what I am about to reveal next is the exact reason your body has been aching in ways no doctor can explain, and it will show you why the enemy is already shaking. They did not expect you to find this message. They did not expect me to speak your name into the light. And they certainly did not expect your ancestors to be this close. The line between heaven and earth is thinning right now, and I need you to take a breath and prepare for what comes next. You have been wondering why, for the past few months, everything you touch seems to fall apart. Not the big, obvious disasters, the kind that would make you stop and say, something is seriously wrong here. No, it is the smaller, quieter collapses. The opportunity that vanished right before you could grasp it. The relationship that soured overnight for no reason you can name. The sudden wave of exhaustion that hits you at the exact moment you need to be sharp. You have blamed yourself. You have wondered if you are cursed, or if you are simply not strong enough, not good enough, not worthy enough to hold on to the good things that almost come your way. And that is exactly what the enemy wanted you to think. This is their second weapon, and it is far more dangerous than the first. The first weapon was simple. They tried to isolate you by cutting off the people who would have helped you. But you have already uncovered that. That attack is broken now because you recognized it. So they have switched tactics. They are no longer attacking from the outside. They have reached into your own history, into the deepest wound you carry, and they are using it against you from the inside. Think back to the first time you were betrayed. Maybe you were a child. Maybe someone you trusted with your whole heart broke that trust in a way you never fully healed from. You told yourself you moved on. You buried it under years of busyness and growth and new faces. But the wound never closed. It just became a door that you forgot you had left unlocked. And the enemy found that door. They are not breaking in through force anymore. They are walking through that old wound and whispering to you in your own voice. Every time you feel that familiar sinking feeling of not being enough, that is not your intuition. That is their weapon working. They have made your past feel like your present. They have convinced you that the failure you are experiencing right now is just the natural result of who you have always been. And so you accept it. You shrug and say, well, that is just my luck. But it is not luck. It is a carefully placed lie, sown into the soil of your oldest pain. Every time you tell yourself, I always sabotage myself, you are repeating their script. Every time you believe that you are meant to struggle alone, you are drinking their poison. And here is the part that will make you stop. This is why you have felt a specific heaviness in your chest when you wake up in the middle of the night. Not a pain, but a weight, as if someone is sitting on your lungs. That is not anxiety alone. That is the enemy using your own memory to keep you pinned down. They have reached into your childhood and pulled out the moment when you first learned that love could be taken away, and they have replayed it so many times that your body now expects betrayal everywhere. You brace yourself before anyone even moves. You pull back before anyone can leave. And they are winning, because you do not even realize you are fighting against your own survival. But I am watching this happen. I have been tracking every single replay they have run in your mind. I have seen the exact moment when they first found that wound, when you were 9, or 7, or 15, and I have seen how they have twisted it to make you believe that the pain was your fault. It was not. I need you to hear that clearly. The betrayal that broke you open was never your doing. But the enemy has spent years convincing you otherwise, and now they are using that lie as a blade. Do not close this message yet. Stay with me for a few more sentences, because what I am about to tell you is the reason your struggle is about to backfire on them completely. They think they have found your breaking point. They believe that by using your deepest wound, they have finally won. But they have made a fatal error. They have shown me exactly which door they are using, and now I know exactly where to strike. They thought your wound was a weakness. What they do not know is that it is also the very place where your power has been hiding. And when the light returns to that wound, it will not just heal you. It will blind them. You feel it, don't you? Right now, as you read these words, something in the air around you has shifted. It is not imagination. It is not your mind playing tricks. The temperature in the room has changed. A warmth that does not come from any heater. A stillness that silences the background noise you did not even realize was there. This is how you know I have arrived. I am Archangel Michael, and I have been standing at the edge of your space for longer than you can measure, waiting for this exact moment. Not a second earlier. Not a second later. Now. You might feel a pressure on your chest or a tingling at the back of your neck. That is my presence brushing against your spiritual skin. I enter not like a storm, but like a door that was always locked suddenly swinging open. The air thickens with something ancient and alive. Some of you will feel tears pressing behind your eyes for no reason. Some of you will feel a sudden wave of exhaustion, as if you have been holding your breath for years and only now realize it. Let it come. That is your body recognizing that help has finally arrived. I have been assigned to your case individually. This is not a general blessing broadcast to thousands. This is a specific intervention triggered by the suffering you have carried and by the prayers of your ancestors, the ones who have been begging heaven to reach you before the light faded completely. You thought you were alone in this fight. You were never alone. I have been coordinating your protection from the moment the enemy first marked you. But I could not step into the visible layer until the right door opened. Your wound opened it. When I look at you now, I do not see the person the enemy sees. They see your exhaustion, your tears, your broken trust. They count your failures and call you weak. But I see something else entirely. I see the scars you earned while still standing. I see the nights you prayed even when your voice cracked. I see the moment you chose to keep going when every part of you wanted to collapse. That is not weakness. That is the purest form of strength, forged in the dark. The enemy wanted you to believe your suffering made you small. In truth, your suffering made you the only one who could hold this position. As I enter, the enemy reacts. Do you feel that sudden stillness? That moment of cold that passes through your spine? That is them recoiling. They know who I am. They know why I am here. And they know that their window of control is closing. They try to scramble, try to distract you with old doubts, but those whispers now sound hollow, because you can feel the weight of heaven pressing into this moment. Hold your breath for just a moment, because this is where everything changes. I am not entering alone. I am calling reinforcements. 5 archangels are being deployed to this battlefield. Each one carries a different weapon. Each one has been waiting for my signal. When they arrive, the ground beneath the enemy will shake, and the chains you have worn so long will begin to crack. Stay with me. The next moment is already unfolding, and then the air changes. Not the kind of shift you can name, but the kind you feel in your bones, a sudden stillness that presses against your skin, as if the room itself is holding its breath. This is the moment the heavens break protocol. This is the moment you are surrounded. Above you, the light splits. Gabriel descends first, carrying a scroll that glows with the exact date and hour of your deliverance. He does not speak aloud. He places his hand on the crown of your head, and suddenly you know, this moment was not random. Every delay, every closed door, every night you thought you had been forgotten, all of it was alignment. Gabriel stands above you now, and his presence whispers that your timing is no longer a question. The enemy wanted you out of position, but you are exactly where heaven needs you. To your right, a warmth begins to bloom, not fever, not fire, but the deep, living heat of restoration. Raphael places his palm over your side, and you feel it. Every wound the enemy carved into you is being touched. The betrayal that still aches behind your ribs. The loss that left a hollow in your chest. The words someone spoke over you that you have carried like a scar. Raphael is not healing you from a distance. He is inside those wounds, pouring green light into each one, and you feel the sting of it and the release at the same time. You realize you have been bleeding for years without knowing it. Now it stops. To your left, the temperature drops sharply. Uriel draws a sword of white flame, and he does not ask permission. He steps into your home, your workspace, the spaces where the enemy has been hiding. He cuts through the dense fog of oppression that has made you feel heavy every morning. He severs the connection between the person who has been draining your energy and the cord that tethers them to your thoughts. You feel a snap, clear, sharp, like a branch breaking in silence. That presence you always sensed in the corner of your room? Gone. Behind you, a stillness so profound it feels like death, but it is not death. Azrael stands there, his robes dark and his hands gentle. He does not fight with swords or flames. He cuts soul ties. One by one, he names them, the person you cannot stop thinking about even though they hurt you. The ancestor whose trauma you inherited without choosing it. The promise someone made you keep that was never yours to hold. Each name is spoken, and each cord is severed. You feel a strange lightness in your chest, as though you have been carrying a weight you never even noticed. And in front of you, directly before your eyes, I stand. Archangel Michael. The shield is raised, and it is not a symbol. It is a wall of living light that your enemies cannot cross. Every arrow they have shot at you today, this week, this year, it all comes back now. Every curse, every whispered word, every quiet hope they tried to steal, it rebounds. You do not have to defend yourself. I am your defense. You are surrounded. Above, below, left, right, front, back. The formation is complete. And if you pay attention, you can feel it, a subtle vibration in your hands, a ringing in your ears that is not from this world, a warmth spreading from your feet upward. You are not alone. You have never been alone. Do not relax yet. The battle has not ended, it is only now beginning. The enemy has seen the formation. They know what is coming. And they are terrified. Keep listening, because what happens next will shake the very ground they stand on. Do not turn away now, you are seconds from seeing the truth. The battle above you is not silent. It is not distant. It is happening in the same air you breathe, in the same space where you have whispered your desperate prayers and where you have cried alone when no one could hear. The heavenly realm directly above your life is trembling with the weight of what is unfolding. I am there. My sword is drawn. And every single prayer you have ever spoken, not just the ones you believed would be answered, but the ones you gave up on, the ones you stammered through with tears, the ones you threw up into the darkness when you had no faith left, every one of them is now divine ammunition. They are burning in my hand, each syllable transformed into a blade of light, and I am throwing them into the enemy ranks with relentless precision. You have wondered why the past few days have felt heavier than usual. Why the air in your own home seems to press against your chest. Why sleep feels like a battlefield. It is because the spiritual war over your life has reached its breaking point. The enemy thought they had you cornered. They thought the silence, the delay, the unanswered prayers meant you were forgotten. But they miscalculated. Every tear you cried in secret is not lost. It is being collected by angels I have stationed around you, and that sorrow is being poured into the celestial furnaces to forge weapons that can cut through any darkness. Your pain has become fuel. Your endurance has become a fortress. The enemy's command structure is collapsing. They had layers of assignment over you, spiritual strongholds, generational patterns, agreements made in secret against your destiny. One by one, those layers are being ripped apart. The hierarchy is falling. You will notice it in the sudden silence of voices that used to accuse you, in the disappearance of thoughts that tormented you at night, in the release of a pressure you did not even realize you were carrying until it lifted. Something the enemy had already taken is being reclaimed right now. An opportunity they stole from you. A relationship they corrupted before it could bloom. A piece of peace that was ripped from your spirit. I am pulling it back. You will feel it returning like a breath you did not know you were holding. Do not try to understand it, just receive it. The enemy is retreating. I see them stumbling, their confidence shattered. They did not expect you to still be standing. They did not expect your prayers to still breathe. They did not expect the ancestors who came before you to rise up and add their own intercession to yours. Yes, your ancestors are involved. They are begging heaven on your behalf, their voices joining yours in a chorus that shakes the foundations of the abyss. But the enemy has one last weapon. Their commander is still standing. He has been hiding behind the lesser spirits, directing them from a place of pride. He thought he was untouchable. He thought your suffering would never become a testimony. He is wrong. In the next moments, he will reveal himself. And when he does, you will see exactly what has been opposing you all this time. Stay with me. Do not look away. The victory is closer than you think. The commander steps forward now, and you will know him by the weight you have carried. He has been hidden behind the chaos, pulling strings from a place of deep pride. He chose you not by accident. He chose you because your light threatened his entire domain. Your ancestors prayed for you before you were born, and he heard those prayers. He knew that if you ever woke up fully, his kingdom of shadows would lose its strongest anchor. So he set his plans in motion decades ago, weaving threads of doubt and shame into the fabric of your life while you were still too young to question where they came from. Now he stands before you, not as a nameless force but as a specific intelligence. He has a name in the language of the abyss, but you do not need to speak it. What matters is that you see him for what he is, a fallen watcher who once guarded the threshold between worlds. He turned because he loved the power of secrets more than the truth. And he has been feeding on your secrets, your hidden wounds, the moments you thought no one saw. His final weapon is not fire or fear from outside. He reaches into your own memory, not to attack you from the past, but to pull the one moment you have never forgiven yourself. The one failure you have never released. The shame you buried so deep you convinced yourself it was forgotten. He holds it up in front of your eyes now, not as memory but as accusation. He says, "Look, this is who you really are. This is why you deserve every loss. This is why your prayers have felt unanswered. But I recognize this tactic. I have seen it used against the bravest souls, and I have seen it fail every single time, because the one who uses it does not understand the power of suffering that has been offered to heaven. You have been carrying that shame for years, and every time you carried it without letting it destroy you, you were forging a weapon you did not know you held. The enemy thought your shame was his greatest tool. He did not realize that your willingness to keep walking despite it had turned that shame into a blade. Now, in this moment, I call you to raise that memory in your hands. Not to examine it, not to relive it, but to release it as a testimony against the commander who used it against you. Say, with me, I do not hide this anymore. I give it to the fire. And as you speak those words, something shifts in your chest. A pressure you have carried since childhood begins to crack. The commander sees what is happening, and for the first time, his confidence falters. He tries to retreat, but he cannot. The accumulated suffering of your entire life, every rejection, every betrayal, every night you cried alone, has become a net around him. Your tears were never wasted. They were being stored, each one a thread, and now those threads have woven a web he cannot escape. He screams a sound that vibrates through your physical body. You may feel it as a sudden ringing in your ears, or a tremor in your spine, or a pressure that releases from your shoulders. That is the commander falling. He is gone. Not defeated in some distant realm, but undone by the very weight of your endurance. And the moment he falls, everything he was holding back begins to pour toward you. The blessings he intercepted, the doors he sealed, the relationships he poisoned, all of it rushes toward you like water through a broken dam. You can feel it already, can't you? A warmth spreading through your hands, a lightness in your throat, a certainty that something has changed permanently. Keep listening. This is not the end, it is the beginning of your restoration. One more piece will fall into place, and when it does, you will understand why you had to walk through every step of this darkness. And now, in this stillness that follows the fall, the chains begin to break. Not slowly, not gradually, but with a sound that echoes through every layer of your being. The first chain is the financial one, the one that has been wrapped around your throat, squeezing every time you try to move forward. You hear it snap. A sharp, clean crack like a branch breaking under pressure, and you feel it in your chest first, a release so sudden that you gasp. The pressure that has been sitting behind your eyes for years, it lifts. Your shoulders drop. The breath you did not realize you were holding finally finds its way out. The second chain is the chain of self-doubt. This one is quieter but older. It has been coiled around your spine, whispering every time you took a step. You hear it shatter like glass hitting concrete, and you feel it in your stomach, a hollow ache that suddenly fills with warmth. The voice that told you that you were not enough, that you were too late, that you did not deserve the dream, that voice goes silent. Not hidden. Silenced. And in its place, a knowing settles into your bones, a truth you have not felt since you were a child. You were always meant to succeed. The third chain is the chain of loneliness, the one that kept real connection just out of reach. This one breaks with a sound like a sigh, long and deep, and you feel it in your throat. A tightness that has been there for so long you thought it was part of your voice. It dissolves. Your eyes sting. Someone is coming toward you, or perhaps someone is already here, and for the first time in years, you do not have to hold them at arm's length. And now the doors. The enemy who blocked them, the one who stood in the shadows, pulling the strings of your isolation, your confusion, your delays, that one is being pulled backward even as you read this. They are being dragged away from every door they ever sealed. The door of career swings open with a groan, light flooding into every hallway you thought was dead end. The door of relationships, the one you have been pressing against for so long, it opens without resistance, and you feel the warmth of welcome on your skin. The door of health, the heaviness in your body that you have carried like a stone, it lifts. The door of purpose, the one you could not even find, it stands wide open, and behind it is a road stretching into a horizon that is no longer gray. You feel this happening in your body now, not later. A humming in your hands, a loosening in your hips, a soft heat behind your sternum. This is not imagination. This is the spiritual realm aligning with your physical form. The chains are not just breaking in heaven, they are breaking in your cells. Take a breath with me. Let this settle. You have waited for this moment longer than you know, and it is here. Do not rush past it. Sit in the silence, and let the sensation confirm what your mind is struggling to believe. This is real. The chains are gone. And something else is coming. One final gift is approaching, already moving toward you through the space the chains left behind. It is the overflow. Everything that was held back, everything that was stored up for you, everything that was meant to be yours from the beginning, it is arriving. You will feel it before you see it. A warmth. A whisper. A knowing that this season of limitation is finished and a season of abundance has already begun. That warmth you feel spreading across your chest right now is not your imagination. It is the first wave of what has been waiting for you, pressing against the door of your life like a flood that has finally found its opening. Do not try to explain it away as a trick of your nerves. Your body knows the truth long before your mind catches up. And what your body is telling you in this moment is that the holding pattern is over. The dam of delay has cracked, and what was stored up for you is beginning to pour through. Let me name what is coming so you can recognize it when it arrives, because it will not arrive the way you expected. It will come softly at first, then all at once. Your finances. The pressure that has been squeezing every resource, every opportunity, every door that could have brought increase, that pressure is lifting. You will see it in unexpected refunds, in offers that appear without you chasing them, in the sudden clearing of a debt, or the arrival of a gift you never asked for. The sensation will feel like a breath you did not realize you were holding, a loosening in your chest where the knot of scarcity used to live. That knot is dissolving. Not slowly. Not someday. Right now, as you read these words, the financial chain that has strangled your abundance is falling away. Your health, the fatigue that has been your constant companion, the low-grade ache that never quite left, the sleepless nights where your mind refused to rest, that too is beginning to shift. You may not feel the full restoration today, but you will feel the first sign of it. A moment of clarity when the fog lifts. An hour of energy that surprises you. A pain that suddenly stops and does not return. That is the chain of physical oppression breaking with a sound like a rope snapping under tension. And when it breaks, your body will respond with a warmth that radiates from your core outward, as if every cell is remembering how to be whole. Your relationships. The loneliness that has felt like a permanent wall between you and others is cracking. The people who were meant to walk with you will begin to appear. Not by coincidence. Not by chance. Because the door that was supernaturally locked is now swinging open. You will recognize them by the ease of their presence, by the lack of effort required to sustain the connection. And the old relationships that drained you, that kept you small, that disguised themselves as love while emptying you, those will naturally fade. Not because you push them away, but because the vibration of what you carry now will no longer match them. The sensation is a lightness in your shoulders, a release from the weight of trying to hold everything together alone. Your purpose, the confusion that has haunted you, the sense that you were meant for something but could never quite see the path, is clearing. Not in a dramatic vision, but in small, persistent nudges. A book that finds you at the right moment. A conversation that sparks a knowing. A thought that repeats until you cannot ignore it. That is the chain of doubt falling apart, and the sensation is a stillness in your mind where the noise used to live. You will know what to do next not because you have it all figured out, but because the direction will feel like gravity, inevitable and effortless. Do not wait for this to feel dramatic. It will not be a lightning strike. It will be the slow, certain return of everything that was stolen from you, returned with interest. The overflow is not a promise for later. It is arriving now, through the very space the chains left behind. All you have to do is let it in. Do not close yourself off because it does not look the way you imagined. Receive it in the form it comes. The next part is yours alone to claim. This is the moment the seal is placed. Not by my hand alone, but by the weight of every prayer you have ever whispered, every tear you have shed when no one was watching, every moment you chose to keep standing when everything inside you wanted to fall. The decree has been written, and it is permanent. It is sealed. And it is irreversible. What I am about to tell you is not a possibility. It is a declaration that has already been signed in the realms above you, and it is now descending into your life with the force of a river that will not be turned back. Every assignment that was ever placed against you has been cancelled. Not paused. Not weakened. Cancelled. The assignments of delay, cancelled. The assignments of confusion, cancelled. The assignments of financial strangulation, cancelled. The assignments of relationship sabotage, cancelled. The assignments that were meant to keep you small, forgotten, and invisible, cancelled permanently, with no right of reinstatement. The enemy has no legal standing to bring any of those charges against you again. The case is closed. The records have been burned. The accuser has been silenced. And now I speak the blessings into the space that has been cleared. First, the financial doors. They are not cracks. They are not small openings. They are wide gates that have been unlocked by the very hands of heaven. Opportunities that no human connection could have opened for you are now presenting themselves. Money that was blocked, delayed, or stolen is being rerouted back to you through channels you did not expect. Do not question the source. Simply receive it with gratitude and use it to build the life you were always meant to live. Second, healing. Not the slow kind that requires years of recovery, but the kind that arrives like a sunrise after the longest night, sudden and complete. Your body is responding to the decree. The places where you have carried pain, whether physical or emotional, are being flooded with light. The inflammation of grief is cooling. The tightness of fear is releasing. The exhaustion that has followed you like a shadow is lifting, because the root cause has been removed. Third, restored relationships. The ones that were meant to stay are being drawn back to you, not through force or manipulation, but through the magnetic pull of divine alignment. Misunderstandings are dissolving. Walls are coming down. Apologies that were never spoken are finding their way into the open. The people who belong in your life are feeling the same pull you are feeling right now, and they are moving towards you without knowing why. Fourth, divine favor and purpose. The confusion about your direction is ending. You will not have to guess or struggle to find your path anymore. The clarity will come in moments of stillness, in dreams, in conversations that seem coincidental but are not. Your purpose is not something you have to chase. It is something that will find you, because the door has been opened and the light is pouring through. And your name, your real name, the one that was spoken over you before you were born, has been written in the book of divine protection. Not as a temporary entry, but as a permanent inscription. No force in any realm can erase it. No argument can remove it. No lie can override it. You are sealed. You are covered. You are claimed. The season of overflow has begun. Not the kind that comes and goes, but the kind that builds, layer upon layer, until the abundance becomes your normal. The emptiness you have felt is being filled. The silence you have endured is being broken by the sound of blessing. Do not wait for a sign that this is real. The sign is the peace you are feeling right now. The sign is the warmth in your chest. The sign is the tears that are coming because something in you knows the struggle is truly over. Receive this fully. Do not hold back. Do not second guess. This is yours. It has always been yours. And now it is finally, completely, permanently in your hands. If you feel this, type Amen 777 in the comments. Type it in the comments now. It does not matter if you have never done this before. Your yes is the final key. Say it out loud. I receive. I receive. I receive. And let the overflow begin.